Hi everyone, this is a little section of my kitchen and I'm going to fix up this little area of whatnots and salt, pepper, whatever, kitchen condiments, vitamins. It's taken up space, but I think I'm going to make a shelf unit because Let's Resin has made it possible to get the extra frame for the 3-tier mold, and that's what I'm going to make today. So stay with me. I'll be right back. Hello everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Home and Creations. Now I was doing a little preparation for these trays that I want to make so I can have some space on my counter. Now this is an example of the border that is in my kitchen. So I had some extra, and what I've been doing is just tearing these different fruits out. I'm gonna have to laminate them, and I have the laminator in my kitchen warming up. I have really no room here, but I want to match the wallpaper as best I can. So initially what I've done with all of these is I tried wetting the wallpaper and doing a tear, but it just seems like the water doesn't go through it very well, so I'm just taking my chances here and tearing around the sides of these fruits. I also want to match the border and put that inside the tray. So let me just get around here and we'll go and laminate these pieces. They just fit in the tray. And these trays hold 9.8 ounces. But I want to do the clear coat first, and then we'll add some color. Whoop, I got a little close. To try to match this wallpaper. So this should be I'm saying, crossing my fingers, this should be a real easy project to do. I used the initial kit that I bought from Let's Resin a while back, and I made a beautiful little 3-tiered tray that goes here in my craft room, and I can link that video in my description box. And while we're here, I want to thank you all for watching my video during the autumn 2024 collaboration with Mini Scenes CB. I did get some wonderful comments and some new subscribers, so I want to welcome you all aboard. All right, my pear is done, and I'm going to put that there. So let me show you what I'm going to do with the border when we get to pouring the resin. I have another jar here. I have these maroon colored rocks. Well, they're glass actually, and I hope they don't scratch my mold, but I've used some before and they seem to be okay. So I found some glass shards to go with my border, and I'm just going to add a little bit of this old red glitter that I have just to get a little sparkle in the rocks. And I'm going to mix. Oh, am I going to mix? I wanted to put a little colorant in there. I might just go clear, but I did find some of this ruby red pearlescent mica powder, and this is from Estoyo. So I might add a little tint, but I want to be very careful going around the edge. You know what? I can't add the tint. I won't add the tint because I want clear. I want a clear coat. Okay. Let me start over. I'm not going to use the pigment to color the first pour of the resin. I'm just going to leave it clear, add the stones and the glitter. But before we do that, let's go to the laminator, and I'll get some of these ready to go. Okay, what I have here is a Scotch laminator. This was given to me by my daughter years ago. You can get it on Amazon, and I have that listed in my Amazon storefront, and I can also give you the link. Now, I've had this for some time. There's a power light that goes green. It's never gone green for me, but it's warmed up, I think, long enough, and we should be ready to go. So I'm going to move it back just a little bit. Like I said, I'm on my kitchen counter here. Let's see if someone didn't make a sandwich or something right there. Oh, there's nicks, my goodness. Anyway, it's been here a while. So the pouches, you can get different pouches. This is a larger pack. Well, there's bonus pouches in here. So 60 pouches of the laminate itself. These pouches are good sized. And how they work is one end opens, if I can find the end that opens, and it's like it's a big flap. And what we're going to do is open that up. I'm going to set, oh, I should have cut that down a little bit. I don't like that one. Let me tear some of this down. I'm going to just set as many as I can on there. Probably, oh, maybe 6, maybe 8. We'll see. Let me just get that big chunk off of there. Miss Fussy Butt, someone called me once in a comment. I appreciate that. I really, because you're exactly right, I think. So when we place these, we want at least, about 1/4 of an inch space, because we're going to cut as close as we can to the area that's been laminated, but not right on the seal itself, because we must have a place to, or an area to cut around without breaking the seal. You know, and I haven't used this for some time, but I did use it in the little squirrel video I just made for the napkin holder, and I thought, oh, I need to use this more often. So let's see how many we can fit in here. Oh, am I missing some? Oh, I'm missing the plums. So I have to have the plums in there. That adds a nice color. Just give myself some space. Oh gosh, and I already did the other 3. So we should be good to go. Just get your papers down, your photographs, whatever it is you're going to laminate, important papers, all that good stuff. So I have plenty of space. Let me bring the laminator back forward, and we'll run it through. It has a little snap-on guide here for your paper. I guess I could go sideways. Should we go sideways? Let's do that. And I'll just run it through twice. It works running through once, but I've always, I'm going right in, seal first, the sealed end first. But I tend to run it through twice just to be sure. Get my little guide set, and here we go. It's going to grab. I found if you go more than twice, you're going to get wrinkles. We don't want wrinkles. And if you don't want to use the whole sheet, you can just cut it. There we go. Simple as that. Pretty slick. And I have a lot of space to cut around. So, actually what I'm going to do, while that's coming through, I'm just going to take my piece that's laminated. I should have smaller scissors. And I'm going to cut maybe 3/8 or 1/4 of an inch around. And we'll be ready to go. I'm going to go make some resin. And I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I'm back with 12 ounces of resin. That's probably too much because we're adding the stones, but I was thinking possibly 4 ounces each tray gives us 12. So let's first of all get some of this crushed glass mixed in with some resin. And I guess we'll just see how it goes. I want to try to hurry so I don't get a flash cure. I had thought about just doing a little at a time. Oh, I can't get this jar open. There we go. A little at a time. But let's see how efficient I can be. Let's get some resin in there. I do have a silicone mat on my heating pad. I think I'll use that today. Let's get this pretty saturated. Maybe about half. Not sure. Let's see. I had a spoon. Pardon the sound. It might be loud. Now, the rim of these molds aren't that thick. They're rather thin, so I'm going to have to try not to pack it in to distort the molds, and hopefully these won't scratch. Let's add a little bit of this glitter. I'm just going to put a small amount in because it will go to the bottom, and I'm not going to bother adding glue because actually I don't have any clear white Elmer's glue. So let's just get a little daub in here. Let's give it just kind of a little bit of a shimmer. Oh, I don't know how much. Let's go with that. You can always change it up. And I have a few extra molds on the side to use the extra resin in. Well, should we go ahead? Try it. Let's try one. I'm not going to turn my heating mat on yet. See if I can't just shimmy a little bit in here. Lots of bubbles. They're inevitable. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. I think this will match up with the border and the paper nicely in the corners there. I'll fast forward for you on this part. Try to get in those corners. There's a gap. Big bubble. Okay, get rid of that. Move that aside. I did use my Let's Resin 2-to-1. Excuse me, my regular 1-to-1 resin, and I mixed for almost 5 minutes. So all these bubbles showed up when I was mixing in the glitter and the stones. Okay, I made a little bit of a mess. Let me turn these the other direction so all three should fit on the mat. Now I've got a mess in the middle here. One might not completely fit on there. And I'm going to put a little more resin in and try to move what's in the center out to the sides. So I did make a little more. Move that camera, excuse me. Oh, and that's going to be right on the lump of this. Be right on the lump of this heating mat. We don't want that. Where'd it go? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Alright, there's the edge. Finagle. Gotta do some finagling. Alright. Now I've got my little makeup brush here. That's up. Alright. Move it a little more. They all won't quite fit. There we are. So, this is what we have left. Let me just pour a little, and then I can maybe move those to the side without scratching everything up. We're going to color the back too. I thought about a nice green, but I think I'll just stick with what color is in the paper, and it's basically the best I could come up with is an off-white. Come on, I don't want all that in there. I guess if a few come through, it's all right. Just get the majority of them out to the sides. Start setting up, and I'll have streaky hard resin there, won't I? Do a little one over here. Yeah, well, it wasn't the neatest job trying to get those in the rim, but it can be done. I did manage, so I think we'll be good. You have 45 minutes of playtime with this resin, approximately, I'll say, because we have warm weather. It's not taking too extra long for this to get warmed up quickly. My room is warm, even with the air on. Okay, one more, see if I can get it. I'm going to have to make more resin, I think. I'm over to the side here. I'm sorry you can't see me. I'm just doing the same thing. Watching for bubbles, pushing it in. Trying to get ready for the paper. Okay, we should be good. They're about the same. If I have to pull some out, I can. I don't know where I put that cup with the... It's probably right in front of my face. Okay, well, there. Most of that's inside. Just call that good over here. So I do want a clear coat in front of the fruit. Alright, so if I can remember the layout, which I don't, I am going to have to pull some out of this one over here. Where did I... Oh, here it is. I was looking for that. I'm going to have to pull some out of here. It's got too much coming over into the middle. Plus I'm not level, of course. Let's see what this does. Alright. I'm just going to dip, and I'm going to make a mess because that's what I'm good at. I'm just going to start dipping fruit My tweezers can pick these up. Come on. All laminated and ready to go. I should put it in that flatter bowl. Might have to do that. There was a couple of places I got really close with the laminate to the paper. Okay, that's a pair. Let me do this. I've got another one of these. These Dixie, oh, that's dirty. These Dixie containers work good with resin. I just use them till I can't anymore. So I'll just go with this. It's not going to fit completely. Close. Give it a dip. And just make a mess everywhere. Okay, pear, cherry, and I'm thinking, gosh, apple? I guess we'll see what we end up with. Let's just get a pear in all of them first. Put them in different positions, different places. We have here an apple. Well, I wanted the apple by the plums to break up some colors. And I can position those in just a moment. Apple, where's the plums? I like these plums. But blue is my color. I do like blue. Making a good mess, Billy. Rather than hold you up, this is what I'm going to be doing. And I will mix up, put these in position, mix up a little more resin, and then I'm just going to cover a thin layer of all of these. We're getting tacky. We're getting tacky. Used up the majority of it though, didn't we? There we go. That cherries, let's put this cherry on the side. My hands are too gooey to shut the camera off. Okay, I think we can fit a pear in the middle of those. Over here. Oh, look at that. Just about enough. I'll turn the heat mat on. Okay, I need a pear over here, don't I? Turn the heat mat on. I guess we'll apple and cherry side by side. The colors are pretty much the same. I got a cherry over there. Let's swap. Let's swap these two. Pear. Okay, I don't have a pear over there. Just go to this side. Get the apple down. Alright, everyone. I'm going to try to clean up my mess. Get these set in the best I can. Turn on the mat. Let me wipe my hands. And I will see you in a couple of hours, okay? Oh, don't touch that yet. Let me get some alcohol. Alcohol, paper. I can wipe this glove. It's not so bad. All right, see you in a little while. Oh, you're crooked. There we go. Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm back with our trays. I went ahead and let them sit overnight. I did turn the heating pad off. So today I've just mixed up 12 ounces of resin, and I'm hoping by putting 4 ounces in each tray that should fill them up or come pretty close to filling them up. We'll have to see about that. So to the side I've put my second that away. It's that away. I put my second heating mat down. I have some other items on it, but I put this third tray on that one so I can cover these. once I'm done pouring to keep lint, dust, and whatnot out. So, I thought about putting a little bit of mica in a little bit of resin, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for this color I've chosen. This is Just For You Online UK. It is a eggshell color. Maybe I should double check since I opened it. It is, yes, it's shell. It's a shell pigment. So it's an off-white, and I'm hoping that will blend in well with the paper on the other side. It looks pretty close to me. We'll have to see, but I don't want to go any darker, and we're just gonna go with it. So other than that, I've seen a few of our glitters have moved around, but that's okay. Some have come in. I did find a bubble right there that I wasn't able to catch, but other than that, it's looking pretty good, and I'm anxious to get these finished and put together for you. So I'm gonna take several big scoops. It's got a gold tint to it, this pigment powder. I noticed that when I've used it before. Bit of a gold tint, which is just absolutely fine. Let me get the lid on that. We may need to get more, so let me get, I don't use this spatula very much, but I guess I should, or this mixing stick. Let's just see. I know I'm going to need more. Whoops, I just blew it into, or just, well, I just stuck it in there. Where's my tape? I just flung it. Just flung it elsewhere. And I'm almost out of tape in this room. Just pick this up. Getting messy already, Billy. I guess it doesn't matter because it's under the paper. But see that gold? I definitely will need more. I want it pretty opaque. I could possibly add some white casting craft in here. Let's do that. Let's stir this thing real good though. Maybe put a little white casting craft in there. That'll help it get a little more opaque, I think. Question is, can I open this bottle? I haven't used it for, oh my goodness, quite some time. Oh, I do see some white pinata over there. Well, let's see if I can't get any out of here. It's a long time since I've used it. Let's punch a little. Maybe we can get some out. Let's just try a couple drops. This is pretty intense. Because I haven't done a bloom for the longest time. That pin is probably too thick. And I did not cut the tip off of this. Some people do. Because it is difficult to get out. Just give me 2 drops. That's all I want. Just 2. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Let's see if I have a piece of wire over here. I usually do. It's something of that sort. And of course, I don't see a thing. I don't see anything else. Well, it might take me a minute, but let me give this another squeeze. Come on, baby. It's coming off. Came off the pan. Don't want to get it in the resin. I'll never get that. Okay, there we go. I really pushed it in that time. And of course, there's a hair right there. Should have success now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. And I think that way, if we have to add more mica, we won't need so much. There we go. Mix that in really, really well. I'm going to add just a little more mica powder, and we'll be ready to pour. Oh, you know, when I added that 8 ounces yesterday, I had a fiasco. I went to mix my 8 more ounces, and the husband says, "Are you recording?" And I said, "No." And I was just in the middle of pouring. So I poured 4 ounces of what I thought was B in my mixing bowl. And he's talking, and I went ahead and added 4 more ounces, and then I was looking at it. Nothing was happening. I'm thinking, oh no, I just put 2 helpings, I'll say, of B. So I'm thinking, I just put 8 ounces of B in there. And then I'm second guessing. I thought, oh my gosh. So I put it aside for at least 5 minutes because I started over. I mixed 8 ounces the proper way. And meanwhile, this other 8 ounces is just sitting there. So I thought, well, do more. I thought, oh gosh, I must not have put A in there. So I went ahead and poured 8 more ounces of A. How did I do that? Anyway, I was so mixed up, crossing my fingers. So there I'm sitting with 16 ounces of resin, not knowing if I mixed it right. So I went ahead and did another pour with that extra, and it looks like it has set up today, but I was sweating it. So probably my next video might have a little bit of my I want to say my panic issue, because I did 2 extra pours with 2 different items. So that might be 2 more separate videos, because I just happened to have microcolored some molds, and they were available, so I just dyed everything black, and thought, okay, here we go. But it seems like it worked out. So look at that. They're gonna explode. It's not mixed real well. Maybe I should take my blender to it. I could, just to be safe. Today I used my Let's Resin little blender, so let me put you on pause, and I will try to mix this a little better. Okay, I'm hoping that helped a little bit. Bubbles are coming up. Let me show you what I do here when I use my little mixers. I put a little ibuprofen alcohol in here, and just take my mixer and kind of turn it sideways, give it a few swirls in there, and that helps temporarily get most of the resin off, I think. But you don't want to keep it setting in here, because I discovered if you keep these mixing blades in the alcohol, it might tend to eat them up a little bit. So we don't want to do that. It's just a real quick, easy way for me to get most of the resin off. So here we go. It's warm already. Oh, let's see. Oh, I had it sitting on the heating mat. No wonder. I'm going to try to go, I'm guessing 1, 2, 3 ounces. That's a little more. Make sure we're sharing the love here. I'm going to go to the other one off to the side. Well, I can bring it over now. Shuffle this over, because all 3 didn't quite fit on this mat, but I still want to be able to put cups in between and put a lid on top. So we'll be safe, hopefully. some little things getting in my resin. Here we can just keep adding a little more till it's gone. I was able to fill up the big pumpkin too with that black I had left over. And well, the mushroom I filled. I put the rest in the pumpkin, so that's only like a partial pour in that pumpkin, which I would have rather it had been, you know, a full pour. But you don't have to go to the top of the rim on these, but you do want to have that lip, because that's what's going to hold your tray in the stand. I think I'm pretty good here. Let's see. This one over here looks good. Might have to prop up a corner. This one looking pretty good. And this one could use some more here. So with that, I will watch for bubbles. I could spray alcohol in here. So it's going to be on the bottom, but that does give you a bit of a film. And you can see where that went in a little bit. But it's looking good. So, oh gosh, this might fill up the second pumpkin mushroom. Hello everyone. I think we can demold now. Let's do it. I am excited. And they are set up. Boy, I did get sloppy on my pour though, didn't I? I just want to see how well this is going to match my wallpaper. Ooh, sharp edge, sharp edge. Watch for those sharp edges when you're demolding, because they are there. And let me get all three of these out. Look at that. I don't, oh, I see a hole. I have to fix it. I see it on the side. I'm going to fling resin everywhere. But I hope this is everything I wanted it to be. Yes, I did over pour some. Few holes where the rocks are. But I can fix them with a little UV, and since this is going to be for my own home, I'll fix them anyway. There's one. Let's get two out. I have to go out and get my Dremel and sand these rough edges down where the cream color is. Okay, Billy, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't see too many small bubbles. Well, as soon as I said that, yes, I see some small bubbles. Around the edges in here, in that part. But, oh gosh, I've been waiting all day to do this. I still haven't packed my clothes. I've got to leave in the morning. So when you see this, I will be, oh, I've got several holes in Las Vegas. Ouch. Okay, Billy, come on. Well, they're nice and solid. I did mix the right amount when I did this last pour. It worked out perfect. One more to go. So that's good news. I didn't have to waste any resin. But yes, I did make, there's some chunks taken out on the side, but I suppose that's what happens when you add rocks, or doesn't look like it scratched my molds any. Thank goodness for that. Oh, that one's really got some bad edges. Okay, come on, just this side. I'm anxious. I'm anxious. Gosh, I'm roughhousing it. You'd think I'd break it. Okay, Billy. There we go. Okay. Like I said, not the best pouring job, and I was quite sloppy, but you know, I'm going to save all these pieces because I put them in my little extras jar. Now, this was the last one. Let's look at them first. Oh, wow. Oh, bubbles. Dang it. I did get bubbles. Well, like I said, this is for me. I will get some UV resin in there. I normally don't fill gaps with UV resin, but I guess it'll have to be an exception to my rule. So, but the background is still pretty close to the paper. I think it's obvious that the white edges show, but the creamy gold I think is really nice. And I put the plums upside down. Billy, you didn't. Billy, you did. Oh, you did. Girl, what are you thinking? Okay, let's see. These are right side up. More holes. More holes. But I'm pleased. I'm pleased. This is going to make me a nice area in my kitchen. I'm just going to have to do some... Oh, it's already out of the mold. Duh. There we go. I did the plums. What was I thinking? The plums are upside down. Oh, Billy, Billy, Billy. What are we going to do? But let's see. Where's my paper? Let's look. Can we say it's kind of comparable to what I was looking for? I think so. I'm disappointed in myself. Actually, I could just put a clear coat over here, and you know, I think that might be the thing to do. Just clear coat the entire top. And darn, I wish I wouldn't have those upside down. Maybe the cherries are upside down. Hard to say. Okay, let me just stack these for a second. Let's get... I'm going to step on these barefooted. Put that there. Let's get this rack out. Now, like I said, you can now order these separately. And these are nice, sturdy racks. They really are. Well worth it. Once you get your first, I guess you could call it a kit with the mold, then you can always buy the extra frames. That makes it really nice. Okay. This is a bracket that fits inside to stabilize your stand. Or if you don't want this, your stand can move. You can shift it this way, that way, sideways. I want mine stabilized. So here are the 3 tiers. Now, they're all the same size, so it doesn't really matter which order you put them in. So, let's see, which would be easiest? Guess we can start. Let's start at the bottom. I'm just going to set one in here and the other in there. Right, like that. Whoops, come on. Billy, Billy. I'll have to move these. And then, just put your next holder here on the second tier. Up to the third. It's over here. Might have to raise you a little bit. So, like I said, without the bracket, you can, you know, display your food sideways or whatever you're wanting on these sideways. But I'm going to put this rack, and it just fits simply in the back, and it should, got it wrong. No, it's that right way. Snap it into place. Just, it should just pull one side to the next and snap right in there. So now it's not moving. Hey. Let me raise you a second. This is still not manual, or this is still manual, so I'll try not to jerk you around, but oh, that's as high as I can get. Let me move this light, and we can turn it sideways maybe and see how these will fit in. One fit there. The other will fit here. And the third one over here on the top. Oh, I love it. This will help me so much. So there you have it. Like I said, I need to do some doctoring. I'm just going to probably pour a full bottom, cover these holes. Well, this one only has 2, but then I'll go outside and I'm going to take my Dremel, sand these edges here down because they're quite sharp. I've got a sanding tip and a buffing tip, and that works real good. So let me go set it in the kitchen and I'll take a picture. Okay, this is just a temporary setup, but I have gained almost 12 inches of space beside my coffee pot, and then I've got a few vitamins. My little salt and pepper shakers, aren't those cute? They match my wallpaper. Look at that. I've got my little Pillsbury Doughboy here. I need to get my new napkin holder out for the fall, but this is how it's going to work for me. And I have so much more room. I can shift over to the side whichever way I want to go, and there it is, my 3-tiered rack for my kitchen that matches my wallpaper. So thank you for watching, everyone. I'll let you go. I'll take some stills, and you take care till next time. Big hugs. Bye.